watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on DC News Now. I'm Tosin Fakile. It is Saturday, February 8th. Your time is 7 o'clock. We hope you enjoyed the weather yesterday, because things are going to be a bit different in the weather department today. Let's send you outside right now with a live look over the horizon. You can see the monument right there in the distance. Things are quiet right now, but it's all going to change. So let's get straight to your weather, because you need to be weather aware today. Meteorologist Brittany Ward on the desk today. So Brittany, what exactly are we expecting today?
You know, we're going to be seeing snow, we're going to be seeing freezing rain, we're going to be seeing sleet, and we're also going to be seeing rain. So overall, we're just going to get a bag of precipitation as we head through the day today. Again, DMV first warn day, because it's going to cause for some slick spots across the roads. We're also could possibly be tracking some power outages later on today. So satellite and radar showing you the entire region, high pressure right now, moving off the coast of Delaware. And this is what's keeping Washington, D.C. quiet at this hour. But as this high continues to push offshore, this is going to allow this precipitation to move its way into the area, providing us with that snow to freezing rain, as well as that mixing. Now, zooming into radar to show you our friends back off to the west, already starting to see some light snow begin to fall there in Frederick, or excuse me, out there towards Front Royal, back down to the south, out towards Fredericksburg, Virginia, as well as Orange. It looks like you guys are starting to see that snow as well. Mixing is happening just south, but again, this will begin to push up closer to our area as we head through the day today. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast, Tosin, coming up.
All right, Brittany, we'll check in with you soon. Thank you. And people in the DMV are getting ready for that precipitation Brittany was just talking about. DC News Now's Kevon Dupree is in Montgomery County with a look at how people there and the county are getting wintry weather ready.
There's a good chance the wintry weather we're expecting on Saturday will make for some slick roads. When it comes to preparing for it, there are things that you do, and in some cases, things that you don't. Montgomery County transportation officials met Friday afternoon to talk about the best way to tackle the icy road conditions the storm may bring.
We don't intend to pre-treat the roadways with it starting off as it's supposed to come in as rain, sleet, snow mix.
That said, salt and plow truck crews are ready to cover more than 5,500 miles of county roadways.
They'll be staged at locations tomorrow throughout the mid to late morning, anticipating the arrival of the wintry weather.
In downtown Silver Spring, shoppers hit the hardware store to grab supplies to keep their properties clear of any ice and snow that may come.
We live on a pretty busy street, so a lot of people go to the bus near University Boulevard, and so we've got to keep people safe. We don't want anybody falling in front of our house.
As of Friday, Ace Hardware Assistant Manager Chuck Hood said the store had everything people would need.
I'm sure as the weekend goes on, it's going to get a lot more intense, and you're going to see a steady stream of people coming in and out, so I recommend everybody come out early. We're going to have plenty of stock no matter what time of the time you come in.
People also spent time at the grocery stores, picking up some essentials.
Water, fruits, breakfast food, make sure I'm good on canned goods, and maybe a little rice or something. I typically buy like toilet paper and like paper towels and stuff in bulk.
Transportation officials are asking people to stay off the roads if possible to allow crews to clear them as soon as possible. Reporting in Silver Spring, I'm Kevon Dupree, DC News Now.
All right, Kevon, thank you. Let's talk some national news now. Taking a live look at the Kennedy Center. Following major changes to its leadership, President Trump announcing in an unprecedented move, he is firing multiple board members and making himself the chairman. Trump says he'll be giving direction on programming, specifically saying he will end any drag performances. The Kennedy Center responding to the president's declaration, saying, quote, "We have received no official communications from the White House regarding changes to our Board of Trustees. There is nothing in the center statute that would prevent a new administration from replacing board members. However, this would be the first time such action has been taken." And still speaking of President Trump, developing now a federal judge blocking Trump from replacing from placing thousands of USAID workers on leave. The judge also ordered the reinstating of many staffers who were placed on leave but left the funding freeze of that organization stay. The judge, who was appointed by Trump, cited the well-being of workers in his ruling. Yesterday, USAID's name was scrubbed off its headquarters, the agency's sign duct taped, and its flag taken down. And another federal judge blocked Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency from accessing Treasury documents. These documents contain personal data of millions of Americans, including Social Security numbers and bank information. It comes after 19 Democratic states, including Maryland, filed a lawsuit saying the DOJ's access to these documents violated federal law. The judge set a hearing in this case for next Friday. The 705 wreckage recovery continues in the Potomac River after last week's deadly mid-air collision. What you're seeing on your screen there is new video from the NTSB showing them removing major parts of that Black Hawk military helicopter involved in that crash. The wreckage has been shipped to an NTSB site. Now, with all the major pieces recovered, salvage crews are working to remove smaller debris from the river. 67 people died in that collision between that helicopter and American Airlines Flight 5342. NTSB investigators are working to learn what caused this crash, and one helicopter and retired airline captain tells DC News Now he expects investigators to uncover more about what was going on in air traffic control tower at the time of the crash.
Airplanes and the helicopter can both hear the controller, but they can't hear each other. That's a bit of a confusion there. There are supposed to be two controllers, one for the helicopter and one for the airplane, so that remains to be seen. That's another point that will be subject to the investigation.
Now, we have learned investigators told senators in a briefing that the Army Black Hawk helicopter's location transmission system was turned off. And taking a live look at DCA, over 200 flights were delayed there yesterday because of this crash investigation. DC News Now's Danielle Hamburg spoke to travelers at the airport who were frustrated about the delays.
More than a week after the deadly mid-air collision near Reagan National Airport, travelers are still on edge.
I was very nervous. I prayed the whole way here.
Jackie Burke flew in from Buffalo, New York.
It was delayed about 15 minutes plus. We sat on the runway probably for 20 minutes.
According to FlightAware, there were 275 flights delayed as of 9 p.m. Friday.
Everybody took it well. People understand that it was a real tragedy that occurred. Lives were lost, and there's a need for an investigation.
The FAA says it's slowing traffic into and out of the airport due to temporary runway closures for recovery efforts.
We were going down the runway and they pulled us to the side and said that we had to wait about 10-15 minutes until DC was a little less traffic.
The FAA says the delay for arriving flights is averaging 31 minutes. One woman shared this picture she took as she was landing, showing another piece of the plane being removed from the Potomac.
That was our Danielle Hamburg reporting. And the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, had a low altitude flight early this morning over the Potomac to scan for additional wreckage. You may have seen a green laser over the Potomac. As for today's flights, the wintry weather isn't expected to cause major delays, but make sure you check with your airline before you head to the airport. Well, this is good news we like to hear. The Associated Press names Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Major congrats to JD5. Daniels was honored Thursday night at the NFL Honors Ceremony in New Orleans. The young QB received 49 of 50 first-place votes, beating out Las Vegas Raiders tight end Brock Bowers and Denver Broncos quarterback Bo Nix. Now, during his rookie season, JD5 broke the rookie quarterback rushing record with over 809 rushing yards, a record previously set by a former Washington player, quarterback RG3.
Washington Commanders, Josh Harris, and all you guys, thank you guys for changing my life, for drafting me. Everybody back home, the DMV, the Washington fan base, man, appreciate you guys. Shout out to my boys, Malik and Brian, man, love y'all. Couldn't be at this point without y'all. I know we was competing each and every week, man, but love y'all and thank you to everybody.
What a season for RG3. JD5. It's good to see. Daniels also won the Moment of the Year award for his Hail Mary throw to wide receiver Noah Brown in that last-second win against the Chicago Bears. That play never gets old to see. All right, today's your last chance to celebrate Bao Li and Qing Bao at DC's Panda Party. There'll be nail painting, calligraphy classes, and a special panda-shaped suite. You can catch all the fun at the National Zoo at 10 a.m. The zoo's visitor center also showing the Kung Fu Panda movies. If you can't make it today, don't worry, the pandas are still around for a while. 7:10, Brittany, for those who plan to be outdoors at any point today, they really need to stay weather aware.
Yeah, you know, definitely want to make sure you bring the umbrella today. We are going to be tracking freezing rain as well as sleet, and then we're also going to be seeing some plain rain in a few locations as we head through the day today. Now, the National Weather Service issued a winter weather advisory for much of the area, and the newest update that just came in to our weather center is they actually expanded the time of this winter weather advisory for our friends in Moco County and just north. This is now set to expire at midnight, whereas though closer to the district, this is still set to expire around 7 p.m. this evening. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of this forecast and what to expect, Tosin, coming up.